college football's national championship. Polls, bowl coalitions, controversy. Championship dreams can still be won and lost on the field by the young men who play this game.
Playing on the field with the chance to be #1 is the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Everybody's main goal was to get to the national championship and win a championship. So it's like a team thing. So when we come together and when we play this game on Saturday, when we win, it's going to be a special thing.
I think that anybody that says Division III national championship doesn't count for anything, they haven't really paid attention to the caliber of football that's being played at Division III level.
Today, you'll see the Division III Player of the Year, Jim Ballard, as he leads the Purple Raiders of Mount Union against Rowan College.
In the minds of the East Coast media, the Raiders were the underdogs. After all, the Profs were noticeably bigger and quicker while boasting numerous Division I transfers. A national audience saw what the Raiders and their fans already knew. This was a team of destiny. A team that was focused on a mission. A team that had been denied before and would not be denied again. More than 2,000 Mount Union supporters and a national television audience saw what the Raider faithful had seen 13 times before. Hard-nosed, sound, fundamental football.
Welcome back to Salem, Virginia. Our first play from scrimmage at pass completion. Jim Ballard to tight end Rob Atwood. That brings up a 3rd and 1. And they pitch the ball back to Jarvis Perry. Perry breaks it loose around 5 yards, and he will score. 2nd and 6 for Mount Union. Good pressure again on Ballard. He has a receiver, Bubonics. And Bubonics makes the catch down about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 8. Atwood will roll with Ryder again. Screen this time to Atwood, who has a blocker, and Atwood will score. So just that quickly, we have a tie football game. They will attempt a 37-yard field goal. Rob Giuliano. Kick is up and away, and it is good. Giuliano. 3rd down, ball on about just over the 43-yard line. Once again, Ballard trying to get some time to throw. Has a receiver. That is Atwood, who's at the 35-20. Atwood turns it on and is chased out of bounds on about the 12-yard line. Ballard looking in the end zone. Tucks it back in, they'll run it 5-3, and he is brought down just short of the goal line on about the 2-foot line. It'll be 1st and goal, and the give to Gresco, and he will score. Jimmy Gresco, 15-yard line. This time the pitch to Anderson around left end. He tries a double back, but the pursuit catches up, and he will be thrown for a loss. And that's by NCAA guidelines to prevent you from getting the playoff tape. And up the field, he has a receiver, and once again it's Atwood. Well, the interception's made by Rob Rogers. Just a poorly thrown ball by Ed Hessen. He got away with one a play before. And watch as he throws the ball right to Rob Rogers, number 3, the outside linebacker. Hit him right on the run. But then what followed that, Jerry, was a holding penalty against Mount Union, which has put them now in a 1st and 21 situation. It'll be 4th and 8, and Ballard will roll right. Looking back to his left, has a receiver. It is Atwood, and he will score. What a turn of events. Hessen on the quarterback draw will score. Ballard back to pass, looking for Bubonics again, and has him up at the 5-yard line. And he is forced out at the 4. 2nd and goal. Here is Ballard, has a receiver wide open. That is Gresco. Rowan trailing by 4 points here in the 4th quarter. Hessen back to pass, looks, has a receiver. It is easily, and he will not make it. He will end up 4 yards short. Joe Jekyll, a cornerback from Mentor, Ohio. Larry Karras, Mount Union head coach, trying to take some time off the clock here in the 4th quarter. Up by 4 points. Ballard back to pass, and he has a receiver up at the 40-yard line. Once again, Ed Bubonics. Here is Ballard back to throw. Has a receiver, Gresco at the 50, 45. We sold this game out early in the week. They sold standing room this morning. Ballard back to pass, and yes, Bubonics was there, but so was Chris Rhodes at about a 1.5 seconds too early. Second and 10. Ballard back to throw. Has a receiver. Guess who? Bubonics and Rhodes. Here's Ballard, and he will try to run it in, and he will score. And Jimmy Ballard stretches out his 6'4", 221-pound frame, dives across from 1.5 yards out for the touchdown. Jim Ballard takes the one knee down as we approach 30 seconds to go in the 21st annual Amos Alonso Stagg Bowl.
Very well played football game. Very few penalties. And now it's time to celebrate.
Celebrations begin here in Salem, Virginia. NCAA Division III national champions for 1993, Mount Union College. Tiny Mount Union College, an enrollment of 1,325 up in Alliance, Ohio. And congratulations to Larry Karras and his staff on a 14-0 unblemished season.